welcome back to another edition of me riding around. I need to come up with kind of like a slogan of some sort for video introductions. A lot of other people have them, then a lot of other people don't as well. Well, I did not record a video last week because it was too cold at certain parts during the week, and then it rained a couple other parts, and during the weekend it was just too cold for sure, and I was not about to do that. And it's a little chilly right now, but it's definitely more bearable than it was last week. And so this is going to be a short video, I think. I got back from the southeast overlanding words event. It was all the way in Stalk, Florida, literally in the middle of nowhere, which is fine by me because I'm a country boy, so that's right up my neck of the woods. Anyway, I went there, and I can honestly say I had a fucking blast. It was so much fun, and I will definitely go again. Quite a few things that I saw there that I really want, and I haven't seen them in person, and I've been debating on getting them for a while, and now that I've seen them, I want them even more. Or I've never seen them before, and I'm sold. Like, for instance, anybody that is watching this video, if you're into overlanding or off-roading at all, you've probably heard of the company Lowe, and they make a bunch of different stuff, mostly cases. Not really a bunch of different stuff, but they're mainly known for their cases. They're a bit pricey, but they're ahead of all the other competition. Pelican is really the only other one up there, and even they're lacking a little bit. But there's a case that I was looking at size-wise for any repairs and stuff, so I'd throw my tools in it, or the bottle jack with some wood in there to help out, in case, well, one, it's the bottle jacks aren't tall enough and won't reach without some wood, but also so that way, in case I'm on dirt or something like that, I can have a flatter surface. Anyway, got to actually touch one in person, and I fell in love with that one, that particular size, which was a 66, the 66L, and I'll be getting that at some point, along with they got a 270 degree awning that I really like, and it's the better one that I've seen. I've YouTubed a bunch of these things, but at the same time I haven't, because there's not enough videos of some of the stuff I want, or any at all, or they'll just be like, oh, this is what I have on my setup, but there's no review of it. And so I don't have a lot to go off of on some of the stuff, and so that makes it a little bit more difficult, obviously, to purchase certain things with all the know-how, or at least a little bit more know-how. Anyway, I saw the case, the awning, and a couple other things from this one company. I followed them on Instagram. I'll hit them up here in a few months about some of the stuff. And we're gonna bust a Yui because I want to. I don't want to go to Narcoossee. So we'll do that. And this one company made these towels that are different sizes and everything, so you can, you know, different applications and such. But they dry quick, they don't track sand, and yeah, they're just badass. I didn't really talk to anybody because it's towards the end. And then right before that, though, I decided to stop off at this one place because I saw they had a couple of little knickknacks that I wanted. And I started talking to them about one of their tents, their trailer top tents, well, rooftop tents, sorry. That's on one of their trailers, but it's obviously can go on a rooftop as well. Anyway, I got into that with them, you know, just chit-chatting about it, learning some more, and then they showed me this trailer that they had set up, and I told them, you know, I want something that I can haul my ruckus in as well, because I would like to get a, you know, a motorcycle rack for the back of the RAV, and that way I can have it, you know, in case, you know, the RAV needs to pick up the ruckus for whatever reason, you know, maybe I break down again. And this is an all-in-one. It can be a trailer. It's got a 7-foot interior by, I think, 3 foot. So it's not wide, but it's a decent size. It'll definitely fit the ruckus just fine, like near damn perfect. But he was showing me all the ins and outs of it, and luckily one of the guys that came by was picking it up because he had bought that one, and they were like, hey, why don't you stick around and watch the demo on how to take it down, because we're going to show him how to. There's an older dude. I guess him and his wife are going to be doing some camping and whatnot in it. Anyway, I watched the teardown of it, and granted, they're explaining everything, so it's taking a little bit longer for them to break it down, because they're also having him do it as well. Wow, what a dick. Jesus. So sidetracked, and yeah, I watched the whole teardown, and it is so fucking simple. They pretty much sold it to me, like at least the idea of it, because I'd seen other tents that were part of a trailer type thing, but they were small trailers. They weren't, you know, anything big. You weren't really going to carry much with them. And I've seen some that were just tents, you know, in the form of a trailer, and that's all it was a camper essentially. But this was just amazing. It's Sylvan. Christ. It's SYLAN. Well, yeah, SYLVAN. I think outdoor or tents. I forget what the hell the name is off the top of my head. And granted, it's got a price tag. It's about the one I was looking at that can work with the RAV4 as far as towing capacity. They were saying was $12,000. And then the other one that's more rugged was 17, 18, something like that, closer to 20. And that had way more options. Also came with Falcon Wild Peaks and some nice wheels with a spare wheel as well, wheel and tire. And then the other one didn't come with any kind of off-roading tire. They were smaller. I think they were 15s, and it was more of like an all-season tire almost. So nothing crazy, but the one that I can use weighs, I think, 1,200 pounds, and the other one weighs 15, 16, something like that. So yeah, I fell in love with them. Just everything about it. And then they sold me on these mattresses. They're self-inflating for the most part. And then I'm waiting because I'm going to Lowe's. I'm a crossover. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, the mattresses were nice. Holy shit, they were comfy. They're air foam. Like 75% self-inflatable. The other 25 you'll have to inflate yourself. Doesn't obviously compact down to what an actual air mattress is size-wise, but God, it was so comfortable. Like if you're gonna be sleeping on something just for a couple nights or whatever, whether it be at home or out on a camping trip, some shit, you know, in the bed of your truck or whatever, worth it. Granted, it's got a little price tag as well, but in all honesty, it seems like some quality, and they're up there in North Carolina, and yeah, I'm pretty much sold on a lot of their shit. And there was a power unit that I saw that the company's going to be changing the brand that they use, so they won't, well, sorry, not the brand that they're using currently is going to be coming out with a new set of models that are going to be bigger than the current ones by a little bit for each series. Anyway, yeah, so I'd mentioned in a video, yeah, this is not turning into a short video, it's just a long fucking ongoing one, my bad. I mentioned in like 3-4 videos ago that I had something that I couldn't share exactly yet, but I will be moving to North Carolina, who knows when. Yeah, with the, I'll be working for the VA up there. I just don't know when, because of all the hiring freeze really screwed it up a little bit, and then with everybody that's well, all the federal jobs are they're being messed with, and even the ones that aren't messed with, what's happening is a lot of the stuff that's supposed to happen as far as where things go agency-wise, they're not going there anymore. Like I had to send the paperwork to, well, I had to resubmit new paperwork to HR, and they send that paperwork to some 4-letter acronym, and then they approve my pay scale. Usually that takes like a couple weeks, but that's not the case anymore right now. Instead, it's apparently, from what I understand, it's going up to the director of that VA, and that's kind of how it is with my VA as well, from what I understand. So and it's mostly anything that deals with any kind of money, so it's not just logistical stuff, but it's supplies, it's hiring, firing, it's all going through the director, and or at least this higher team of higher up executive positions almost. Like I think our chief of surgery is in charge of some stuff on the surgical side, and then logistics I think has her own side. Yeah, so what was supposed to hopefully take just a couple months or a couple weeks is now taking, who knows, but it's been it's been just over a month since I submitted all the paperwork that was needed, well, the one paperwork, and yeah, it's just a waiting game. So a couple people I've talked to are like, it could be fiscal year October, whenever they get all the new money in, and they can go, hey, we can hire you, or come up with a more sure decision, and we'll see. But regardless, if I get hired or not, I'm moving to North Carolina. So it's just a hopeful that I move up because of the VA. That way I can keep my federal status. If not, I just have to get a job there and then reapply to the VA again. Is what it is, kind of thing. Why does that look like a seat to a motorcycle? Because it is. So yeah, that's the updates. Now I'm here getting some sticky stuff. Gorilla Glue makes these little squares to hang shit on the walls and whatnot, but I need strips that aren't 3M. I need Gorilla Glue because there's a little wire hider for my roof rack light that goes on the driver's side, and it's hidden with this black rubber piece, so that way it doesn't go flopping around. Also, it looks better than just a wire harness going along the side. But that's been coming off with the factory tape that they have, so need to replace it. Yay for being dark and not being able to see shit because your headlight sucks balls. The Minion headlight is just a shitty headlight. Good God. It looks alright. Like, it looks good. It's just not fucking bright. And that's a little disheartening. Well, I got my tape that I wanted. Not actually wanted, but it'll do. This Gorilla Tape, double-sided, 30 pounds. So, oof, it is cold. I'm wearing shorts and not an overly warm jacket. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I'm just heading home to put this tape on the piece I need for the RAV4 and call it a night. Till next time.